Hi, my name is Gio, also known as Squabledee, and I'm a tattoo artist. So what inspired me to become a tattoo artist? I would say honestly COVID. And January, just to put like a little short storyline, January of 2020 I was fired from my job. February 2020 I was going to go to school, back to school, and no one really ever believes this, but I was actually trying to be a firefighter, and I know even I thought that was crazy. And then March 2020, COVID had happened, class got canceled, I had no job, I had some money saved up, so I took that chance and bought about $300 worth of really shitty Amazon tattoo equipment, and I just had a dream, and I ended up going with it. And now I've been doing this for about 4 years now, and it's been great. Tattoo culture is actually a lot better now than when I was a kid. At least when I thought about tattooing, I actually didn't like tattoos in high school. I didn't have any, I didn't know anything about it. I, for one, saw tattoos as a bad thing, considering that my biological father was a gang member and he was covered in tattoos. But I cannot tell you a single tattoo that he had on himself because I didn't really pay attention to them. I didn't really see them as a good thing or anything positive. So I was very close-minded about tattoos. But now it's amazing. It's a great art form. And people now, there's so many different varieties and styles and different ways of expression for tattoos that it's not just so black and white anymore. So I could see it definitely becoming more evolved. I have a lot of sentimental tats on my body, but right off the bat, I would say I have my Elvira tattoo that I have, and after I met her, I had her sign my arm, and then later that day, I went to go get it tatted. Another significant meaning, I would say probably my hand tattoos. I have jack-o'-lantern on this side, and an octopus dressed up as a pirate on this side. And I got them both on my hands so I could try to make him look like he's trick-or-treating. Another one I would say, probably my mom. I have my mom as an anchor on my arm. This was maybe my 10th tattoo before getting my mom's name. Never do that. Always get your mom's name first. Because she really kicked my ass when I wasn't getting it. So I decided to get on an anchor because she always lets me down. Another significant one about me is probably my knees. I did these on myself. These were actually the last tattoos I did on myself. And I do have band-aids on my knees because I easily fall for people. Another significant one about me is probably my knuckles, which is homesick. And I feel like it's not really necessarily going back feeling sick about your hometown or like where you're from. It's just more of like being homesick to where we're always finding that we're always trying to find what home really is. Home isn't necessarily just a house. It is a state of mind. It is peace. It is where you're happy. And I feel like that's my goal, is trying to find my home. Advice I would give someone first tattoo, honestly, don't be afraid of it. It's really just temporary pain for a permanent piece of artwork. I would deal with that. Heartbreak is worse than that. And that lingers a lot more. So get a tattoo. The toughest challenges I face as a tattoo artist would be the more rude clients. Some of them may be controlling, very picky about their tattoo, and make my job more stressful. However, my amazing clients, who I see more often, make my job more worth it. At that point, I consider them my friends rather than just my clients. I'll show you a picture of somebody who always makes me very inspired. And it's this little boy right here. This little boy, he inspires me to be my best self when he didn't have anyone like me. And I never wanted to disappoint him. I know when I was a kid I wanted to be an artist, I just didn't know how. So me being tattoos, I'm trying to make my younger self, my childhood self, a lot more happier. And I am very happy with the choices I've made and the people I've met. And I do not regret this for the world. So I'm always trying to make that little kid happy.